right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. This is CryinMo. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. Well, okay. So, I hope you liked the last episode we talked about movies. Today, we're actually going to build some stuff. We are going to... Oh, we should take our train. Our minecart over here. Okay, this thing right here. Alright, so obviously, I just released the video for you guys talking about this. I released it on the just right now when I'm starting to record this video. This one, so I won't have seen any comments or anything, so I'm going to leave it alone for now until I see what you guys say about how and what we should maybe do for that. Can I get up on top of a tree? No. I'm actually starting to really dislike seeing any external structure on our little spire of rock here. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you guys are going to send me as far as your comments go, you know, yet. It's kind of weird talking in sort of past tense and future tense and everything, but yeah, this sort of, I don't dig this anymore. I don't think I ever really did. I think what's bothered me the whole time is the fact that we're obscuring the whole effect of this spire of rock holding up this crazy big tower, and it looks like it has more structure around it. It's ugly, and it just takes away the feeling of the tower, you know, being so precarious and floating on there. I think maybe I'm gonna strike that whole thing, and we will just have the minecart end in the tunnel, or we could have a little station out here or something that would be possible. Maybe we have a little thing where the cart comes out and just drops here, and we have a little park or something. Obviously we could have a pool, so we can have a little thing here, and then, you know, we would have to have a way to walk back in and use the tunnel there, or whatever, the ladder system right here, which is directly up there. And then of course we can always ender pearl up there. We have to make sure everything is accessible without, you know, if you just had a player with nothing on them, because sometimes that happens, you know. Sometimes when you're CryinMo and you die in the nether, that happens. Anyway, I think I'm going to take all this down because, yeah, I don't dig it. So I'm going to remove these, and then we will jump back into building we're going to build an elevator here. It's a very cool, simple design that I found. The tutorial is in German, and, you know, that's always fun, but it's a very simple. You don't really need you just need the visual to see how it's built. It's just a pattern of repeating blocks, and it's very easy. So let me knock this out, and we will get to work on the elevator. It looks so much cooler without any structure around it, I feel. You guys might feel differently, I don't know, but yeah, it looks, I don't know, I like it without any of that structure sort of obscuring the cliff face or the rock that it's on. Yeah, it just looks so much cooler. Let's go build an elevator. How about that? So we'll just walk in, and the floor will be level here. We don't need to come down or anything, and that way we can keep our slabs up here so we can look out the windows nicely. We're gonna lay in this first floor, and I thought just for the border here, we're gonna use some cobble, just to give us a border, and then of course we're gonna do the parquet floor in here that I mentioned, which is just alternating wood slabs. And I put these all on the wrong level, didn't I? That's amazing. Yes, that's good. CryinMo, you're so good at this game. So good. Anyway, yeah. So I realized the other day when I was designing this here, and I was putting in this cobblestone ring or rim, and I realized that, yeah, I use an altered texture for cobblestone. In fact, it's not even from the 32 by 32 sized texture pack. This is actually a 64 by 64 texture. It's one of the few 64 by 64 textures I use, and it's always because cobble is such a noisy block to look at. And yeah, so I found this one in the 64 by 64 pack, which is also from the Faithful, the same guys that did the Faithful 32, they did a 64, and so I grabbed this and threw it in there a while back, and it's so much smoother. But I forget that, yeah, if we looking at some of the stuff I've done in cobble, it probably won't look half as good when seeing it with a regular 16 stock vanilla texture pack. And that's kind of a well, I mean, all the YouTubers are using, you know, custom resource packs now and stuff, and so I guess it's sort of a normal thing now, but it is still kind of I do try to keep in mind what things will look like when being seen with the regular vanilla pack. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up again, that this is even smoother, higher res than the regular textures that I'm using. Okay, very good. Moving on here. So let me get in this parquet floor, and then parquet is a term. It's a type of floor pattern. It's a checkerboard pattern, basically, what we're going to do in here. So let me knock that out like so, and we'll get it in here. It's just going to be alternating oak and dark oak. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good inside of this. But, well, let's check it out in just 1 second. There we go. All right, let me get some materials together here, and we're going to build this elevator, which is going to be a bit of a pain to do when not in creative mode, for sure. But let's get in the base stuff. So let me clear some of my inventory out. I will put a link to this tutorial, of course, in the description, so you can see how to build it. It's a pretty easy design. It's really easy to build in creative mode, where you can fly. Building it in survival is going to be a bit of a pain, like everything always is. Okay, so the first thing is we want to build we need to set up our base level. We're gonna start with getting rid of this for sure. Yeah, all this stuff has to go away. So this is our slime block, where we will actually launch ourselves, starting there. So we need those guys there. And of course, this has to be sort of open face because of the slime blocks and everything. And then we will have a button here. And then, so we will need to do, yeah, so we're going to have redstone on here, which will, oh, we need to put our sticky piston in here, of course. I forgot that. Sticky piston, slime block. Now we push that button, of course, and that launches us right there, of course. And we will need more of that there. We want to make sure everything down here is not spawnable, because it's, well, it's only 1.5 high, but I guess if these weren't down here, then that would be too high, and then we could have something spawn down there. So we don't want that. There's not really any lighting in here, which makes it a little bit dark. We don't need lighting right now because of the slabs, but this, of course, these would be spawnable areas right here, which this is going to be covered with more obsidian anyway, because that's going to be the start of our build. But see, I like the idea of being able to walk in here and just walk in like this and then hit our thing, boom, and off we go. If we put another obsidian block here, if that were obsidian, then we can't just walk in. We have to walk around and go in like this, and it obscures part of our view, which enough of it's going to be obscured anyway. Like this is going to be a big wall right here going up. So that we might just have to put torches on there, which is kind of a shame, but I guess it'll keep things lit up. Anyway, all right, well, let's carry on with this build here. So that might be it. I think this is the last one we need. The last thing to punch this out will launch us through here up to our actual room up there. There's two things I got to do. I got to add string in front of each one of these observers, and we have to exchange every other sandstone block here is actually supposed to be a redstone block. See, we put string there. That fires it. Each one of these is going to do that, and then of course here we have. This is where our redstone block goes. Now see, normally when you're building this, if you stick a redstone block there and then put your sticky piston on top of it and then put it's gonna fire, and then you have to go up and then it's hard to unfire it so that you can get it back underneath these blocks. So it's easier to build this without putting your redstone blocks in or your string. I think I have the timings right. This repeater is just supposed to be on 3 ticks. So it's only click it twice, and then the rest of them are on 4 ticks. So I'm going to basically build a tower, you know, like so. And this is going to go all the way up, but then of course we're going to have obsidian in certain spots like here, because I don't know, leaving this just exposed like this, it's too much. It's just too mosaic. This right here is well, it's going to look even worse once I get the redstone blocks in there. It's really not an attractive elevator at all, aesthetically speaking, but there's not really anything, there's nothing we can really do about that. So anyway, this is what it's going to be like going all the way up. It's going to look like this will be the face of it, and then we'll have every so often we'll have an obsidian layer going up like that, and then of course I can continue this back here, and this shouldn't mess with anything like so. This block right here that has the redstone on it, we won't be able to put anything there, but we'll just let it be. We'll just let it be so that this is what it looks like. I hesitate to put anything in there right now in case I gotta go in there and fix it, but you get the idea of what we're gonna make this tower look like. All right, so you see the concept is that when we get bounced up, our head will go through the string, will interact with the string, which will set off the observer block, right? And which will then cause all of this mechanical stuff to fire out, and hopefully we'll be above it when this fires out, and we'll hit the, it's the same thing we did. It's instead of XP, we're firing ourselves up a slime block elevator, basically, just like we did in the gold farm. So I think, is this the last one? No, this one here's the last one right here. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have the circuit up here complete. We're going to find that out in just a minute. I wish there was a lighting block that didn't stick. All right, well, let's try this out and see if I've screwed something up here. Let's try it out. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, working just fine. There we go. And we land up here. How about them apples? And then when you jump down, of course, you can just jump off of there. Usually everything will reset itself and you're A-okay to go about your day. All right, so that's perfect. So I got a second floor up here. This is going to be the library up in this section here. And but this is the one issue. It's a pretty tight fit here, so we'll see how that works. So the trick is you just got to jump off when you want to jump off. It's not too bad, I guess, if you're lined up. If you're not exactly lined up, of course, you are going to hit your head on the ceiling. So, if I come in here like this and go sideways, go boom, yep, I'm going to hit the ceiling. So, if you were going to build this and you wanted it to be nice and accurate, you would want to put maybe glass blocks or more blocks right here and all the way up. I don't want to do that because I'm trying to... I guess it doesn't really matter. I just like being able to see at least that window. If I come in here and I have these blocks here, then I don't even get, I wouldn't even get to see. It looks like it's too much. It starts to fill in the room too much. I love the openness of it like this. So I might just have to deal with it. Come in here and make myself line up correctly. Then I can jump off, right here. And then if you don't want it, you can continue up to the enchanting room level, which will be up there. Okay, so I got the floor in here at the top level. Here we are up in the dome. And yeah, I just got the floor laid in because we're going to put some different things in these spaces here. So let's go, but this is kind of a... this is a bit of a tight drop here. Oh, yeah, that's not... Okay, so that's an issue there. Is maybe making sure that you fall through this hole right here. That's difficult. We could open this up. We could open it up a little bit and maybe put like walls right here. Now the only issue with this build here, the way this elevator works is I don't believe there's going to be any way, if you're on this level, the library level here, and you want to go up to that level, you're going to have to use an ender pearl. There's not really going to be a way to jump into this elevator in the middle of it and somehow make yourself go up that way. That's kind of a bummer like that, but of course we can get up pretty easily. We're definitely within ender pearl distance from there. Yeah, this is a tricky one, huh? so my plan in here is this is going to be, obviously this is your entrance area. This is where we come in, and it's going to be kind of a display plus practical thing. Oh my goodness, and I forgot to point out, you guys have probably already noticed it. I meant to comment on this at the very beginning of the video, and I did not. Maybe I'll do the opening again, but in case I don't, here is, I want you to take a look at my levels. That's the most levels I have ever had in a game of Minecraft by far. By probably 200 levels or more. Easy. I just wanted to see what it was like to have 200 levels, and I went and AFK'd at the gold farm, and I AFK'd for a little longer than I thought. Kinda forgot to turn off the AFK session, and yeah, look at that. 340. That's crazy. So we have a lot of armor and stuff that we got from the from our trips out to the end cities. Maybe we'll put another chest here just because you never know if we need some storage or whatever, just some different things. And let's go on up to our library level and see what we're gonna do there, because I did bring some. There we go. I brought some bookcases. Let's do bookshelves, and how tall should they be? Like this. How about that? And then we will actually do, I think I have some smooth sandstone here. Maybe I can cap that off, and let's put in trap chests here. So I don't have any idea what we're going to use for this storage, but you know, if we start to enchant like a ton of books and stuff like that, we can stash all of our enchanted books in this level here. I thought that would be pretty cool for our library, and that way we could have our enchanted books organized. So the idea here is this is our enchanting room, right? So but I love the view, of course. We don't want to eclipse the view at all. Up we go here. All right, so now we know we want to be able to put our enchanting station, our enchanting table. We want to be able to access it without jumping or anything. We want to click it. So how about we put it, there we go. We can click on that without jumping, for sure. Okay, cool. So then now we need to make it powerful, right? So we need to surround this with bookshelves. Oh, we only need 2 layers, of course, and we need 15 books surrounding it. But of course, here we have 6, we have 24. So I'm thinking that here and here we're going to put crafting benches, because they'll look the same from underneath, and they won't interfere with the books, because we got enough books going around. So we need anvils, correct? How about we just put anvils up there, suspended by a string. And are they easy to access? That's the question. They are. They're easy to access. Okay, and then I think, yeah, let's use, I haven't used some of these, but I think we need some under lighting under here. Oh, I can walk around down here. That would be easier. Why didn't I just do that? Okay, we'll pick these up, pick up these torches. All right, so now let's put in our chests. And so I thought but we don't want to obscure the view too much, right? The whole point of this build here is to keep everything suspended, but we do need a bunch of chests. And so I thought maybe one row or two columns here in the back of chests would be okay. And then the rest of this space would just be more chests like so. And there we go. So there's a ton of storage up here. A lot of chests, right? And in fact, these could be double chests. I don't know why I'm putting all these chests up here. It's just interesting to me that we can actually do this. These could all be double chests. I mean, there's no reason for all this storage up here. It's just unnecessary. All right, so anyway, this is our enchanting station, and it's all ready to go. And then, of course, we have workbenches, crafting benches. We could throw crafting benches in the corners as well if we wanted to. So now I think we want to do some enchanting. We want to bring in over a bunch of our armor and stuff to dress up the bottom, and maybe do the little platforms outside, and then we'll be all done. Okay, I went and grabbed all of our stuff. I didn't realize we have quite a bit of stuff here. The first thing I want to try, the first thing I would like to try is, can we put elytra on an armor stand? Oh my goodness, you can. How cool does that look? Oh man, that's so awesome. I had no idea. I had no idea you could put them on there. That's so cool. I brought some dragon heads because I thought they might be cool. Can you put a dragon head on a... Oh, you can. Wow. That's pretty neat. Can you also just sit... Wow, there's a dragon head there too. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I don't know where we could do the dragon head decoration. I just thought it would be kind of cool to put a dragon head up here, since this is our enchanting table and our wizard tower, basically. And dragons would be cool. Maybe we need to... Oh, we could put a lever underneath, and then we could turn him on so that he flaps his gums, right? That's interesting. I'm going to leave these guys up here for now because I don't really know what to do with them. I just thought that would be a good added decoration here. Maybe we'll put a couple of torches up by this guy. There we go. Interesting. Interesting. A little strange, but you know, whatever. This is going to take me a while here. I'm going to actually do some major enchanting here, and then we will decorate the downstairs. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up here today, guys, because this is going to take me a lot longer than I thought. There's so much I have to go through and enchant and combine and do everything, and then I will put them on the armor stands downstairs. Hope you dig the interior design. We got so much storage, it's crazy. And then we have all of our library here. I can tote over the books from the AFK fishing shack, and then down here we can. Yeah, I'll be putting suits of armor all on these guys here, and that'll be pretty awesome. It'll be great, and I'll show it off in the beginning of the top of next episode. But for now, I think we got everything done. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. This is pretty functional. We do need to maybe just finish up the idea of the minecart and this landing out here. You know, we can knock that out pretty quick, or I can just do that off camera, and we can just check it out when we come back for the next episode. All right, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had fun building this. I hope you like the interior stuff. And when we come back next time, I will populate all of these armor stands with some suits of armor, different things like that. And I'll take care of the train station thing outside and a little landing, and that'll all be done off camera. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a great couple of days. I look forward to hanging out with you again. I will see you soon in the next episode. Take care.